Yo.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's getting everything.
All right, we live. All right, here. You ready?
You know. And we good. We good.
What is it? Continue. Look up now. Show personal. What? I don't know what that is. Preview. It's going
We
on.
on.
Yeah. Live. Welcome to Let's Talk About It, y'all.
What's up, everybody?
Peace to the world. I know we missed y'all last week, but we still here. All right. We gotta wait for some people to join in. All right, let's introduce ourselves, man. Let's talk about what we here, what's going on.
Yeah. Everybody know me, Blicker Beats. I'm in the house. You know what I'm saying?
All right, what's up, Scoria? How you doing? Scoria join. What's up, Cal? What's up, Prince?
Prince,
All right.
what up?
All right, we
Scoria,
welcome you out to Let's Talk About It. We got a couple of things to talk about today. It's gonna be brief though. It's gonna be real brief. All right, it's gonna be real brief. We're gonna be back on Wednesday. We're gonna let y'all know
Definitely.
that Wednesday is the day that we usually, see y'all. But today we just gonna give you a brief rundown of what we want to talk about. We want to talk about gang culture. You know what I mean? We want to talk about. Really? Excuse me for the technical difficulties, man. But again, we want to talk about gang culture. You know, gang culture taking over the world, actually. But I'm more so thinking about the gang culture taking over our children. You know what I mean? I'm watching a lot of these children in school just emulating all of these gang symbols and signs and making up their own cliques and sets and all that type of stuff. And I don't know where we going with that. And I really wanted to talk to us about our children taking on all of these things that they seeing, because it's apparent that they getting it from somewhere. So that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. The gang culture taking over our children in school, in the families, homes, everywhere. I think that's serious, all right?
Yeah.
I wasn't walking, I was actually driving. I was driving from Western Beef today, and I was at a stop sign. And I looked out the door, and the school was letting out. And as the school was letting out, the kids running around, everybody was like, hey, bye, peace, 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 peace. And then I saw these kids just go whoop, 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 pop, whoop, pop. And I was like, how old are they? Then I looked at her, I seen another one go whop, 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 whop. And I said, dag, man, it's going all the way down to our babies, okay? So I thought we need to bring this up because I don't want our children growing up with that gang, thinking that it's the lifestyle to live, and then when they sitting behind bars because they didn't really understand what it was all about, it's too late. All right, so that's all I'm saying. That's it. Anybody else got something to chime in on that?
Nah, that's it. That's serious. That's serious because for the simple fact, the kids listen to the rap music that say gang. Everybody want to be a gangster now. Everybody want to have tattoos on their face to be some extra tough gangster. But in real life, when shit happen, them motherfuckers are scared. Them motherfuckers are tell.
Yeah,
there's a whole bunch of shit that's going to happen.
A lot of shit got to do with the parents, though, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the
that
parents, you know what I'm saying? The parents play a big role. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
It's what the parents showing the kids. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's where it came
My
from.
son listen to my music. You know what I'm saying? He's 2 years old. And he be running around gang. You know what I'm saying? And it's cute. You know what I'm saying? At the moment, you feel me? But then that shit comes to like, nah, it ain't even cute. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, because,
and I don't want it to adapt to that. You know what I mean?
Because that shit is not a game when it comes to gang. Look at L.A. You got grandfathers, you got grandmothers that's gangsters. I'm talking about these niggas is really gangsters for real, generations of gangsters. So if the whole world become like that, then You know what I'm saying? Look at Chicago. Same shit. You know? They got gangsters, their grandmothers, grandfathers and shit is gangsters. Gangsters, real gangsters. You know, and they teach their whole family member to become gangsters, and their whole families be gangsters. But this is not a part of something that I think a human being, a well human being, I mean, you know, mentally healthy, you know what I'm saying, to adapt to, because that's something crazy. You're going to live a life as a game. You only got one life, bro. You don't got 5 games. You don't have 5 lives. You don't have, 10 lives. You know what I'm saying? This is not a game.
They don't understand that though. They're young.
But you know what? They always say this is a game.
You don't get no do-overs?
No,
Nah,
you don't.
Hell
You don't get no
You
do-overs.
do-overs.
It's one and
It's
you
just
out.
one.
If you
That's
don't get
it.
it right.
You don't get it right, you fuck.
That's it.
But these people is following.
I mean, you get many chances in life.
They follow.
Exactly.
They.
What?
Not every
That's
down
it.
point.
Not
is a
everyone.
down
You
point.
might make the worst chance, and it might be forever.
Like-
Oh, yeah.
True.
And it ain't even gotta be no violent stuff. It could be anything. You made the wrong choice of doing anything, and then it's over. Even with people having sex,
True.
some people the first time they had sex they call it HIV.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Everything
Some people.
You
know what I'm saying?
Or the first time they had sex, they had a baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like they get pregnant. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
it
So
goes away.
this is things
Right.
that you don't get to do over, bro.
Yeah, you don't do over that.
Oh, man.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
So this is not a game. This is life is for real. And, we just got to take heed and we got to be mindful. Like Chase said, be mindful. You know what I'm saying? We got to be mindful of everything we do because if not,
Yo, how can we talk to the youth? Like I said, if we gonna say this was a problem, I'm seeing this take over all of our children. I'm talking about young, old, everybody.
yeah.
So now, how can we, if we looking at it from the outside, be able to address this as a problem? How can we do that? Because I realize what you just said. What he just said is something that as families we emulate. It looks cute when the baby is going around singing that rap song, going, I shoot you in your face, or whatever it is. I don't even know off the top of my head.
Yeah, nah,
Oh.
they
It could be anything.
They imitate everything that they see. And,
And the whole the
During
little
that first stage is where it's implemented.
the first
Yeah, at 0 to 7 years old,
Yeah.
you structure the human being from 0 to 7. So when the baby is an infant, let's say, from birth time to 7 years old. That's your whole mental buildup of how you are going to perceive life.
Yeah, my son
It's
right
scientific
now, my son
fact.
Right now, my son is 2 right now. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be 3 next month. You know what I mean? And since he's been born, he been a turn-up artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got him on the gram and all that. But now his sister, she's only a year. Bro, she dances to the music. She sees. She's just a year.
She's starting to.
She's smart.
It's him.
And the girls are more advanced than the boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
That's something to think about too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
No,
something
it's
to
good
think
to instill good qualities into your child, but as far as the gangster, as far as portraying and letting your, like, I know some couple guys be like, yo, I'm call my son over there to shoot some shit up, or like crazy shit. Like what's on your mind? Like, you see what I'm saying? But that's the gangster life that really goes down that we don't even see, but it happens.
That's the choice that you make to include your family in that. Like,
Yeah,
at
but
the end of the day, like,
this
if
is
you
wild.
set forth the path for your family, then that's what you set forth. That's like, if this was my uncle. If I know my uncle, I love hanging with my uncle drug, he gangbang, like, then I'm following his footsteps. You feel me? Like, if my father sits here and he sits in the studio all day, that's just like him. Sits there in the studio all day, doing beats, doing music. When I grow up, I'm gonna want to do music. Like, it's what your parents, what everybody lays down.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's what you lay down, it's what you instill in people.
Yeah,
And that's
because
why
like
I-
Avery, he want to do beats. Avery come in here, yo, daddy, I want to do beats. He want to do his own beats. He want to play. He want that. My turn. You know?
And that's why I was going to when you saying earlier about your little son that, mimicking music or when we watch them, we think it's cute when they doing something that they see like, oh, that's gang gang, you know? Because whether it's dancing, whether it's singing a rap song, or whether it's them holding it down, not taking no shorts from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like he just said, yo, my sons went over there and they ripped shit up, you know? And you thinking in your mind, that's something good? But at the same time, because we preserve, going back to this, ethics, a family value, there's nothing wrong with that family thing of we protect each other. See, that's a different concept from the outside of these people who are really not your family. But we identify them as family because that's the whole gang culture. You see what I'm saying? Me, when you talk about your uncle, that's your blood uncle. You should be wanting to go to the hill for your blood uncle because good, bad, or indifferent, that's my family. You know what I mean? But now in this culture, like I'm saying, these young children, they don't know what true loyalty is or family is. So then they taking on these things like, oh, this is my people's. But that's not really, there's nothing to them.
Yeah, really. Because at the end of the day, them niggas gonna just roll them over. They ain't gonna give a fuck.
Ain't nah. Because like I said, the real true ethic, the real true loyalty, the real true man of your word and all those things that come with that code is already violated.
There's no loyalty out here.
Ain't none of that no more.
Nah. That shit is over with. All that shit is over.
The code.
But
The code shit is over.
Yeah, the code. It don't really mean nothing no more.
Nah. That's
Loyalty
over
starts
with.
with family, and families are broken already. So it's like, what do you?
That's hot to
and
say.
then
Oh
once you
my
get
God,
into the
she
street-
brought us right into our next
Once
topic.
you get into the street, it's like you looking for a family and loyalty, but you don't got that.
Yeah.
It's not there anymore.
You brought us
Yeah.
right into our next topic.
It's not.
The family is broken down, and this is the reason why they go outside to look for that.
That family, yeah. Comfort.
Like, or you said the family structure. I need that thing that make me feel like.
Now
yo,
united.
Now, like,
when the dude said earlier, we was here talking, he was like, yo, we don't sit down to the table and eat together no more. He said, you know, he was making a mention of somebody, another nationality. He was saying like a Italian family that he went to go visit, and everybody was sitting at the table. He was like 20. He said it was like 20 of them. He couldn't exaggerate, but if you, that's, you know, that's a lot of people that's be sitting at the table at the same time. In our hood, we get it how you get it. You know what I mean?
sit where you sit.
Sit where you sit, get how you get it. You know what I mean?
Comfortable. How you make it comfortable?
I see.
But listen, but I had to tell him when I grew up, I'm dead serious. We had a time where we used to sit at the table all together.
No, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like, even if I was like, I'm starved, I'm hungry. No, you gotta wait until such and such come home. You gotta wait till this come home. You know what I mean? 7 o'clock be the roundabout time, or 8 o'clock be the roundabout time. Everybody gets to eat. The schedules, like you said, everything done changed now, where we can't even eat together. You know what I'm saying? So that takes away from the central family structure. Ain't no more Sunday dinners. Ain't no more regular dinners. Ain't none of that.
I think at another time too, that's because the structure we live in as far as city life. Because I think if we live like in like, you know, in the South somewhere where everybody just live around each other and niggas got land and shit like that, I think they do that kind of stuff even up to this day.
We're in the country?
Like in the country.
Definitely do.
But we live in this city shit where we all cooped up with each other. And you can't even get butter from your neighbor no more.
Yeah.
Remember you could go get sugar from your neighbor? Maybe you could have went and got, you know what I'm saying? You can't do none of that shit no more. So everything is so like for self.
Yeah.
Everybody like, give me, I want to shine, I want to do this. But listen, survival ain't like that. Survival is when,
people don't do that.
I know, but check it
I gotta
out.
give it to
So-
black people because everybody stay united. You know what I'm saying? And
but
Spanish people used to be like that back in the day. You feel me? Well,
Yeah.
Like 50 Spanish niggas like, nah, I ain't fuck with them niggas, bro. Nah, I'm good. Y'all niggas mad, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but what I'm trying to say is
like,
that survival
everybody so love, bro.
Survival comes from sharing, man. Survival comes from sharing. When we was hunter-gatherers, we shared everything, bro. When before we had buildings and all that, when we was hunter-gatherers, we shared everything. There wasn't no money. We shared everything we found.
Wow.
What happened?
Niggas got greedy.
You see what I'm saying?
We had a barter system.
It's because we built up on each other, man. We built up on each other. That's what makes us greedy.
Niggas got
We
greedy,
fucking
man.
on like a
Everybody
pack
want
of
to be
rats
boss,
on top
bro.
of each other, man.
Everybody
Like,
want
this is
Everybody
crazy.
want to own something that
and
they
everybody
belong
ratting.
to.
I'm gonna jump into that topic too. You know what I'm saying?
What?
That ratting shit.
Oh yeah,
Nah,
the
man.
ratting, yeah,
Everybody,
definitely.
you know what I'm saying?
Now we right
Niggas-
now on the family structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The family structure breaking down is a serious dilemma because I'm gonna just hit it in the head. A lot of fathers, a lot of men is not in these households.
No more.
At all.
You know what I mean? So with that, it leaves a void. It leaves a reason to
Kids.
say, well, this is why it's happening. This is why it's happening. Now, accountability is important because now you
Yeah.
got children that can, if you say man up, but they like, ain't nobody can tell me nothing. I'm doing what I want.
Wanna do it.
Now that reckless attitude, a mother can't necessarily have total control over that. So she sends her this back up and be like, all right, I'll let you get it how you get it. You learn how you learn, and then I'll be there for you when you get your head knocked off.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I mean?
check it out. In these days now, those Quay, all that shit is gone. These kids is done. These kids call the cops on their parents. I was locked up with niggas. They his ass.
Nah, my kid.
I'm dead serious, yo. I was locked up with a nigga like that. And this is say he moving back to Africa because America is crazy. He said because he in Africa he would never got